Hey Halloweenies, and welcome back to Spooky Spectacle. In today's episode, I'm going to be taking you on a tour of my local Walmart to see what they have in store for Halloween and this autumn season. As you can see, I didn't really even make it to the decoration section before I found Halloween cards that I just had to check out. Some of these are pretty cute, some of these were pretty generic, and some of them came with awesome sounds. And then you had my personal favorite, these pop-up cards that had some sort of 3D texture to them depending on the way they were popped up. I just thought they were really neat, and I definitely want to be buying some this year.
I hear the great pumpkin! There he is! There he is! It's the great pumpkin! Rising up out of the pumpkin patch!
Then after spending entirely too much time in the card section, it was time to head down to the decorations. The first thing that ended up catching my eye was this archway that had skeletons and ghost figurines all throughout. It looked like it was lit up pretty well. The green really would stand out at night, which I really liked. And then there seemed to be in the windows these little flashy decos, which you couldn't really see too well, but I think it's because it was in a very well-lit store. The archway was kind of a walkway to the costumes, so I went and headed to the back where I knew the other inflatables were. For the most part, they were just generic inflatables, a whole bunch of pumpkins. Some are cute, some are more evil looking. This pumpkin here actually reminded me of the one I got last year, where it's coming out of the ground. And then we had a ghost who seemed to do the same thing, which was really super cool. I liked him. And then some more combinations of pumpkins and ghosts. Then we sort of got into more of the different variety. We had some Hocus Pocus. We had what looked like kind of a skeleton Grim Reaper. And then, of course, some Nightmare Before Christmas inflatables, which you know me, I absolutely love to death. And was super, super sad that they didn't have any left for me to pick up. Then I went ahead and I went and looked over and kind of like the party section. So more of the party favors, the small time Halloween decorations. They had some pretty cool masks, as you can see. Personally, I've never actually had a costume that required this sort of mask, but I've always wanted to because some of these masks are really well done. When I turned the corner, we saw some more generic party favors. These are really cool if you have young children and you want to throw a child's party. Typically, I stay away from these unless I want to add anything to my spooky beverages or food. And after the party favor bags, we got into more tinsel type decoration. Now, I really like these because I like that they add depth and texture to your actual decoration. And if you're using different types of lighting, they look super cool. And then we got into some pumpkins. Walmart didn't have a very large selection of actual pumpkins or jack-o'-lanterns this year, but that's okay because there are tons of other stores that did. They did, however, have a unique range of decorations this year. This one happens to be a dinosaur for some reason. It says Happy Halloween. I thought that was really cute. And then we got into some of the wooden signs. If you guys have watched my stuff before, you know that I'm always hesitant to buy these because I feel like we could DIY something and it would be half the cost. And typically the quotes or the sayings on the signs, they're pretty generic, and I feel like we could come up with something better if we did it on our own. I do, however, am a sucker for these metal signs. I absolutely love them. Walmart didn't have much selection for the metal signs this year, but if you check out my previous video where we reviewed Spirit Halloween's catalog, you will find a ton of different metal signs, which are just all spooky and fabulous. Although lacking in metal sign variety, what Walmart did not lack is these light-up spinning globes. Now, I absolutely love these, and I haven't purchased one yet, and I don't know what's stopping me because there are so many great designs. We can see Nightmare Before Christmas, Hocus Pocus, some generic Halloween ones with witches and bats and cats, and they're just absolutely fabulous. I think the only thing holding me back is I'm not sure where I would use it yet. After the Halloween light displays, we got into more of the tabletop Halloween knickknacks. These are always really cool. They consist of candle holders, wooden plaques, Sometimes we have bigger items like tombstones and skulls and pumpkins. I actually bought a few like this from Michael's last year, if you remember. Typically, though, we don't really see too many new items in this section, but they are always fun to look at, and I do always keep my eyes open for something that may be more rare. Not much piqued my curiosity until I got to these Nightmare Before Christmas characters. They seemed really unique. I hadn't really seen these type before. The bottoms kind of expand and they float around. I just wouldn't know where to hang them if I bought them, and I know I'd have a problem buying them because once I bought one, I'd have to buy them all, so I tried to steer clear of that. Then I went ahead and turned the corner and we saw a whole bunch of different plushies, which were super cute, and they came in a variety of different ranges. We saw Zero and the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, and of course this one was actually kind of terrifying, and I was seriously considering buying it. Then below the display shelf, we saw buckets full of these plushies, and that's where I found Oogie Boogie and Jack Skellington, and once again, I also had a problem. I took a quick look through the rest of the box to see if there were any other noteworthy characters like this Pumpkin Man, and then I wanted to see Jack Skellington a bit better because he was dug deep before, and then I even found a Harry Potter character. That was pretty much all Walmart had to offer for their Halloween section this year. But on my way to the checkout, I did find an autumn or fall section, so I thought I'd let you guys take a look at that too. It had a lot of cool signage, very generic, welcome, it's fall type signage, but still, they're very nice to have and they spruce up your house quite a bit. And then we got into some scarecrows and some other garden type decorations. I always have a hard time buying these from Walmart or places like Michael's because I feel like we can get them from the dollar store pretty cheap. We had some more wooden signage and some flowers, which, by the way, the dollar store is an awesome place for those as well. They are really cheap, and this year they actually had a wide selection, which was super impressive. I always think these signs are really cute. However, I am probably the only person on the planet who doesn't actually like pumpkin spice, and a lot of those types of kitchen signs revolve around that, so I probably would never get one, but if pumpkin spice is your latte of choice, then definitely I would check those out. One figurine that caught my eye were these little chicks wearing little top hats and little chef's hats. I thought they were absolutely adorable. However, my cat Boo would probably knock those off the counter or any other shelf I tried to put them on, so I refrained from buying them. If you remember, early on in the video, I said that Walmart didn't have a very large selection of pumpkins. Well, I think it was because they were all hiding in the autumn-fall section, because there was quite a few different varieties of pumpkins. There were sparkly ones, there were felt ones, there were ones that felt like they were made with tinsel and some with glitter, and then some generic, more uglier looking gourds. Overall, there was a much better turnout of Halloween decorations this year than there was last year at Walmart, which made me very happy. As always, thanks for watching, guys, and supporting the channel, and let me know in the comment section how well your area is doing for Halloween decorations this year. And as always, stay spooky.